34-3 doesn't lie. Dallas was physically outmatched and just got whipped today. Um, Man, congratulations, Minnesota Vikings. I'd said in my last video, I thought if we pressured Favre, got in his face and whatnot, we have a real good chance of winning this thing. Well, we did that, and he was able to make some of the most amazing throws. But the thing is, he's done his whole career, and just making excellent throws. And him and Sidney Rice just tore us up. Really, what I think won it for Minnesota was the defense. Defensive line. Dallas started off hot. Our first two drives, both of them, and a lot of our drives went into Minnesota territory at least the start of the game. Couldn't close the deal. Have a fumble, false start, lose yards. We weren't. Dallas has not been really good about when you have a negative play to make up for that. At least it wasn't today, and you can't do it against that good of a defense. Everyone talks about Jared Allen getting pressure, but Ray Edwards, he was the real guy who was causing sacks and fumbles and whatnot. You got to talk about the protection wasn't good, but Romo at the same time, you got to protect the football, which he's done a good job. I think that's a testament to how good the Vikings are. I mean, Tony has been one of the better guys, this year of not turning the ball over, and I think he had 3 fumbles and a pick. So that just shows you how good a defense they've got. You got to give him time, but there was a lot of time. We had 6 sacks today, but some of those were him holding the ball too much. Sometimes you got to take off and run, or sometimes you got to get the ball away. And didn't play well, right? Only managed 3 points. Defensively for us, it was like we were just holding on for dear life. We had some good stops there. I felt that was the better part of the unit that played was our defense. Adrian Peterson wasn't much of a factor, but he didn't have to be. Chester Taylor was running on us as well, but Favre was hitting guys left and right. And it seemed like every time he hit Sidney Rice, it was for a touchdown. I don't know that. And the thing is, I don't keep up with the Vikings as much as the Cowboys or whatever. But I've heard from people saying that Brett Favre made Sidney Rice as good as he is this year because he wasn't as good as he was before Favre. And what I saw today was part of that was true. Also, I think that second touchdown he had though, you got to give credit. He gets a cut block in the line, gets right back up, finds himself open, and gets a touchdown. You gotta give Sidney Rice all the credit in the world for that. He's just a player out there. So Dallas just got whipped. It wasn't our day today. It was Minnesota. They came out. We came out firing. They getting the ball down the field, moving it consistently. They took that with stride and hit us back in the mouth. Dallas hadn't done so hot from coming from behind. We're real good at pouring it on. Real good about getting the lead early and then making it larger. But when you get us down, 2 touchdowns, it makes it hard for Dallas to come back. So, I'm happy that Dallas won a playoff game. That's great, but that's not the goal of the season. You got to win more to get to the Super Bowl. Minnesota looks like a team has proved they're a team. Now we play the Saints, who killed the Cardinals. So that's going to be the 2 best teams in NFC will be matching up in New Orleans next week. So my hat's off to Minnesota. Just completely dominated my Dallas Cowboys. That was painful. It was like during the game when my buddy was watching, I was just like, man, I just want this to be over with. Just stick it in, stick the knife in and twist it and just get it over with. But took care of business. So congrats Minnesota. Congrats Brett Favre. I guess age is only a number, and he's proven it right now. Not only with his throws and his decision making, but his ability, his presence in the pocket, and his ability to break away from tackles. We hit him a couple times. It wasn't like he was just standing back there, picking us apart. He was having to move around, and he was able to do that with the kind of way he's done it his whole career. So the dude's a winner. Hopefully Tony Romo can get to that level. A lot of people compare, their playing styles. If he could build better far, that'd be great. But he's still got some work to do. This team's got some work to do. I'm proud of the way they fought this season. That being said, there's no moral victories in the NFL. You win or you lose. You win and you go home. Dallas is going home, sitting on the couch with everybody else. So, congrats Minnesota. Congrats New Orleans for moving on. And we'll see what happens in the Super Bowl and the NFC Championship. So, see you guys later. Still, how about them Cowboys? Still going to be a Cowboys fan no matter what. But got their tails whipped today. Congrats Minnesota.